A great hello to all the class 11 students. So class, very welcome to you all. And now we are going to start with our online videos, online classes of economics and other subjects also, but I'll be taking economics. And children, here in class 11th you are going to have basically two parts of economics. One is going to be your Indian economic development, and the other part is going to be statistics, right? Both are going to be of almost equal marks, 40 marks each. Your question paper will be of 100 marks. Your question paper will be of 80 marks, and project work will be of 20 marks, right? You have to prepare two projects. So class, your paper is going to be for 80 marks, right? Out of which 40 marks is going to be your part 1, that is Indian economic development, and part 2 is going to be of 40 marks, that is stats, right? You are going to have two projects. You need to prepare two projects of each subject. So here in economics you are going to prepare two projects. Each project will be of 10 marks. So that makes your whole economic subject for 100 marks, right children? So initially we'll be starting with lesson number 1, that is definitions of economics. We'll be starting with what? We'll be starting with the definitions of economics. Right children? So the chapter we are going to start today is lesson number 1. Lesson number 1, that is definition of economics. Now, economics is not a new subject for you people. It's you are studying it from last 2 years. You must have read also that what is economics, and we have read many definitions. And basically in this chapter we are going to read 4 definitions orienting around 4 subjects. We are going to read definition concerned with 4 subjects or 4 topics. The first definition is going to be wealth oriented definition, second is going to be welfare oriented definition, third is going to be scarcity oriented definition, and fourth is going to be growth oriented definition. So basically we are going to read 4 type of definitions. First is going to be a wealth oriented definition. Right, this is going to be a first definition जो कि मैं आपको भी पढ़ाऊंगी. Second is going to be your welfare oriented definition. Third is going to be your scarcity. And fourth is going to be a right. So basically we are going to do these 4 types of definition, right? See, Adam Smith, basically when we talk about how did economics started, तो economics start होने का कोई proof तो we don't have कि exactly कि अब economics start हो गई थी, लेकिन हम इतना जरूर मानते हैं कि एडम स्मिथ को क्या बोला जाता है, फादर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स बोला जाता है. एडम स्मिथ इज व्हाट? एडम स्मिथ इज फादर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स, right? Adam Smith is considered to be father of economics, and the very famous book he wrote was Wealth of Nation. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बुक, वेल्थ ऑफ नेशन, राइट. सो वेल्थ ऑफ नेशन से ही हमको पता चलता है कि एडम स्मिथ ने पहली कौन सी डेफिनेशन दी थी. तो जो एडम स्मिथ की डेफिनेशन है, जो कि फादर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स है, वो कंसर्न है किससे? वेल्थ डेफिनेशन से. अब हम ये देखेंगे कि कितने तरह की डेफिनेशन है और वेल्थ का मीनिंग क्या है, वेलफेयर का मीनिंग क्या है, स्कैर्सिटी का मीनिंग क्या है और ग्रोथ का मीनिंग क्या है. सो वी आर बेसिकली गोइंग टू रीड अबाउट द मीनिंग्स ऑफ दीज terms. Now when we talk about wealth, what does wealth means? Wealth का मतलब क्या है, हम अभी डेफिनेशन पढ़ेंगे, फिर भी इससे पहले ये जान ले what does wealth means. Wealth means संपत्ति, right? It is it's basically you can say money or property or संपत्ति in Hindi we call it. So when we read the definition which revolves around the wealth, the definition given by Adam Smith, the father of economics, revolves around only wealth. He says that the economics is related to wealth, how to create wealth and how to enjoy wealth, and everything revolves around wealth, right? So this was the first definition given by Adam Smith. We are going to read in detail. Now the second definition, there were many economists who did not agree with what Adam Smith said, right? So they said, one of them was Alfred Marshall. Alfred Marshall said that economics is not only though wealth is an important term, important concept, important thing, but if you say that economics is totally related to wealth, then it is going to be wrong. So Alfred Marshall came up with another definition of economics which was welfare oriented. Welfare मतलब भला, लोगों का भला करना, अच्छा करना. So the welfare oriented definition was given by Alfred Marshall and other economists also. They criticized Adam Smith and said that economics is not only concerned with wealth, but it is also concerned with what? Welfare. If we don't use this wealth for the welfare of people, then it is not economics. So when you are using wealth for the welfare of people, this is what called economics. Again, we are going to read in detail in the book. Then third definition was given by Samuelson, right? उन्होंने कहा कि जो economics है वो किसके इर्द गिर्द घूमती है? वो घूमती है किसके इर्द गिर्द? वो घूमती है scarcity के इर्द गिर्द. Now you all know what is the meaning. What does this word means? This word means scarcity means limited. ठीक है? Anything which is limited is scarce. Like your petrol is scarce, coal is scarce, water is scarce. These all things are scarce. So the third definition we are going to read about, which was given by Robbins ने दी थी, Lionel Robbins. He said that when we read about the economics is a subject which a branch which reads the problem of scarcity, the problem of limited things. He said that the resources are limited and to use them in a proper best manner in order to get maximum output out of it is what known as economics. ठीक है, तो उनका कहना ये था, economics is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and the scarce means to counter these ends, right? This is what he said. So third type of definition we are going to read in this chapter will be related to scarcity. And I told you the meaning of scarcity. The meaning of scarcity is being limited, a position of being limited. The other things are called limited, right? And he said he human wants are. Robin said that human wants are what? Are unlimited, and the means to satisfy them are limited. This is what Professor Robbins said, right? Now the fourth type of definition that we will read, this all right now I am giving you is just the introduction. This is what we are going to study in the next class. So the third kind of definition, which was given by Samuelson, Paul A. Samuelson, was growth oriented definition, right? The fourth type of definition given by Professor Samuelson, Paul A. Samuelson, was growth oriented definition. What he said? He said that economics is something, a study how people in society choose with or without, how people or society choose with or without the use of money to employ the scarce productive resources, in such a manner that the whole community, the whole nation, the whole economy grows. Basically, this is the more broader concept of economics which he discussed, and under this he has talked about only the growth of what? The growth of the whole nation, right? He talked about different kinds of problems in this part of the definition. Talked about different kinds of problems which are to be solved with the use of scarce resources and so that the nation grows. So this is the first definition given by Adam Smith, who was the father of economics, which is a narrower definition, and the welfare definition was given by Alfred Marshall, and these two are interconnected, though all four are interconnected, but these are the narrow definitions. Then came the scarcity oriented definition, which was given by Robbins, and then it was growth oriented definition given by whom? Given by Professor Paul A. Samuelson. So different economists had different kinds of views regarding economics. So we'll be starting with the different kinds of definition. This was a sort of an introduction which was I giving to you. Now let's move forward with the chapter. Now we'll start with Adam Smith. Wealth oriented definition. Given by Adam Smith. I told you that Adam Smith is what known as the father of economics. Adam Smith was born in 1723. He was born in 1723 and he died in 1790. Right? So let's know a bit about Adam Smith. Adam Smith, he was a Scottish philosopher. Right? He was a Scottish philosopher and economist. It often considered as the father of modern economics. He is well known for his classic work and inquiry into the nature and causes of wealth of nation. Okay? A very famous book written by him, Wealth of Nation. Right? So let's talk about a bit about Adam Smith, because I think his father of economics is considered to be the father of modern economics, so it becomes very, very important for us to at least know few things about him. So Adam Smith was born in 1723 and he died in 1790, and he is considered to be he is a Scottish philosopher and economist. One of the famous book is Wealth of Nation. Out of this book only we came to know about the definition given by him, economics definition given by him, which revolves around what? The wealth. Right? Now, he laid the French means, leave alone policies. He laid the intellectual framework that explains how rational self-interest and competition through the invisible hands leads to the most efficient use of resources. He also talked about resources, many other things also, but his entire definition revolves around what? Wealth only. So basically you should know at least three things about him. That is his date of birth, second that he is the father of economics, and third that he was Scottish philosopher and economist, and his famous book is Wealth of Nations. Right? So what does he say in his definition? What does he say in his definition? According to him, in his definition, he says a science which what does Adam Smith says in his wealth definition is this: that use the scarce means to create wealth. He said that how to use resources which create what? Wealth. Okay? Now, wealth has been made the focal point of the economics here. Now, he has made this the focal point. This is the main point. This is the main point around which his whole definition revolves. What he said was this, that wealth, economics seeks to examine causes which lead to increase in wealth. Economics, he said that economics seeks to find causes which leads to wealth of nation. What he wanted to say, what Adam Smith wanted to say was this, that economics is something which only deals with what? It deals with study of wealth, right? It deals with that how people earn wealth, how do they spend it. It deals with that how people earn wealth, how do they spend it. So the branch which deals, or the subject which deals in how people earn wealth, how they spend it, how they create it, is what? Economics. So basically what he said, economics is the branch which deals in how use of scarce means create wealth. And he also said that the way resources are used to create wealth is what known as economics, right? The wealth definition of economics considered as economic man. The economics man tries to achieve his self-interest by increasing his material gains. So whenever we talk about the definition given by him, it talks about only about the material gains. Material gains of men. Here in his definition, only material gain is given importance. Right? So altogether, the Adam Smith definitions talk about this only. Now what happened was this. The other economists, initially Adam Smith definition was followed. The people believed that the definition given by Adam Smith was correct, but after some time, when the new economics came, like Alfred Marshall, they started criticizing the definition. They said that is a definition which is very, very narrow and it only deals with the wealth. Why not to talk about other things also? Why to talk about wealth only in the economics? So the definition was criticized. Badly criticized by many people, many economists. Alfred Marshall was one of them. Right? He said that there is too much emphasis on material. एल्बर्ट मार्शल का ये कहना था कि एडम स्मिथ की जो डेफिनेशन है ये बहुत ज़्यादा मटेरियल को जोड़ देती है, बहुत ज़्यादा वेल्थ को, संपत्ति को जोड़ देती है. यहाँ पे लोगों की बात की ही नहीं गई है, उनकी भलाई, उनके वेलफेयर के बारे में कोई भी बात नहीं की गई है. राइट? एंड इम्पोर्टेंट सेकेंड पॉइंट वॉज secondary place to men. The another important thing was this, that the secondary place was given to men. Rather, first place was given to wealth and the secondary place was given to men. Balki men is more important than wealth, because if men will not be there, how they are going to create wealth? How the nation is going to create wealth? So it becomes very important that first we talk about men as a factor of production, as a resource, and then we talk about what? Wealth. Okay? And third was, it ignores problem of scarcity. So the another problem was this, that Adam Smith definition never talked about scarcity or did not give much emphasis to scarcity. So this is also one of the major criticism which was given by the people, which was done by the people, and it was said that on these basis the definition is not correct. Though initially the definition of Adam Smith was received welcomed by people, but later on economists like Alfred Marshall, on the basis of these criticism, like the definition gave too much emphasis to materialistic things. Secondary place was given to men, and third, it ignored problem of scarcity. These things created a criticism which changed the scenario, which changed the scene and the definition of economics. And what was this definition of economics? The second definition. The second definition given by Alfred Marshall and other economists of that time was based on welfare. And this welfare definition I will tell you in another video. Till children, stay at home, stay healthy. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.